Hey guys, it's Tinker Tailor today, bringing you day C to this challenge, day 3, which brings you a car dealership. So this one was also inspired by someone, and I can't remember who, so I'm going to quickly look it up just to make sure I give them the shout out they deserve. So C, who did the Loveland28.sims, also known as Linda. They have inspired actually quite a few of my, I believe they inspire quite a few of my earlier letters, and then a few of my later letters are inspired by some other people, but yeah, there's a fair few of them. I would say, like, majority of them are inspired by someone from this challenge who did it last year. And then, yeah, the build is kind of just whatever, I just make it up, I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's super fun in my opinion to kind of do this challenge. It's super interesting. I mean, I'm still not too sure how I feel about this build, but you know, I've never built a car dealership before, so this was interesting, and I kind of wanted to build a fancy one. I didn't want to build a boring one or one that was just like me. I kind of want, yeah, like I wanted to build a fancy one. And so I tried to do that. I don't think I used any tool in this, and I don't think, yeah, I didn't really do anything too special. It is just a car dealership, but it's supposed to be like a fancy indoor one. Because I've driven past a car dealership, like plenty of car dealerships in my lives. There's been a whole bunch just around. I actually used to live near a few as well, so I drive past them quite regularly. But yeah, I've seen some that are indoor and fancy like this, and I kind of wanted to emulate that and build something sort of similar to that. So, you know, that's what I did here. And I'm pretty happy about it. So yeah, I don't know. There are definitely things I would have done differently, but I'm not sure what that would have been. I'm not quite sure how I would have done it differently. But yeah, I don't know, it's quite interesting. But anyway, if you are watching this, you are probably aware that this is a 26-day challenge, day 3 of it, obviously, of it. But again, just I guess a daily reminder that I'm also streaming the results for the A to Z challenge from last year over on Twitch. So I'm showing the top 2, and then I'm showing off the rest of them just in, I think it's just in alphabetical order or whatever order I feel, really. And yeah, it's super fun to kind of share that with you guys. I think you all put in so much effort into like all the people who entered put in so much effort into it that I just want to show off everyone and make sure everyone's being recognized and loved, because yeah, seriously, some amazing builds that have really inspired me. And I think I'm going to run this challenge again this year, so if you are interested in taking part in this challenge, you can do it again this year. There are some people who are probably going to be like, oh, absolutely not, I'm never doing that again. But some people might want to do it again. I don't know. Some people might not have known about it and want to do it just because they didn't know about it to begin with. So yeah, if you don't know, the challenge is basically pick a lot. So on day A, or week A, if you're doing the 26-week version instead of the day version, you pick, well, day 1 would be A. You pick any lot and you build something that starts with A. The last year I did an army base. This year I did, oh, what did I do? I don't remember. That's awkward. An airport, that's what I did, because that was also just, I believe, something that Linda did. So yeah, if you're interested, I'll be running that later this year, from June till December, and it's gonna be super fun. I'm super excited about it, and I hope you guys are too. Again, you don't necessarily have to take part, but if, I don't know if I'll do communal voting again, because it's a lot of effort. Not to say that I don't mind putting the effort in, it's just a lot of effort. And I don't know, I still have to think about that, but I'm gonna have the entries be given to me on Discord purely because Instagram kind of ruined it for me. There were some people who have told me that I missed their builds, and there are some people who I realized after the fact that I missed their builds in terms of like adding them to the what do you call it, the voting forms, which is really unfortunate because I want to include everyone who took part. So I think I'm gonna have it over on Instagram instead, and that way everyone gets to be involved, no one gets to miss out, and everything's being just directly given to me. And I can put in, I figured out, I've seen someone use a like they put a date and time in, but it's a bot, so it makes it the time and date in your time zone, regardless of whatever they put. Like they put it in their time zone, and it's relevant to your time zone. And so I think I really want to do something like that so that I can put in when it's due by and when it gets opened. And I'm very excited to share that around with you guys. So yeah, basically I had lots of fun with this, and I want to do it again, and I think it's going to be hopefully a yearly occurrence. Maybe in the future I will actually start this challenge a little early instead of stressing myself out and doing it in 3 months. I mean, 3 months sounds like a long time, but realistically, I'm not even taking the full 3 months because it was the end of November I started, and I only did 2 builds a week from the 25th of November up until the last week of January. So yeah, I've still got half of my builds to do. I only got up to N. Yeah, N for nightclub. Which, spoilers, that's what I do. Basically, I'm okay with kind of spoiling that, because if you've been hanging out with me on Twitch, you've probably seen what I've been doing already. But I'm definitely going to be doing things a lot earlier. I said that last time, but last time I think I started in December. This time I started in the end of November. So, you know, we're moving up. We're not building last minute. But the problem I have now is that now that I'm not doing the challenge, I have no idea what I'm going to be streaming. I had this, like, awesome plan of, like, all these things set out and laid out, and now I have no idea what I'm going to be streaming after February. So, yeah, the end of February is probably going to be me panicking about what to build and what to do on stream. Which, I mean, I do that every month, basically, and then I come up with a bunch of ideas, and then I go, cool, fantastic, and then I get to the end of the ideas, and I'm like, what do I do now? So, yeah, I'm gonna try and come up with a bunch of ideas to do that. I'm also gonna play some variety games. I think I'm gonna, try and get back into Lego games a bit more, maybe some Pokemon, I don't really know. But yeah, if you're interested in Sims building or other games, definitely check it out, because I'd love to play some games over there, and just hang out with people and chat while we play games. So yeah, that's pretty much my obligatory Twitch thing. Pretty sure I mentioned that I'm doing the voting forms over there. Oh, yeah, the voting forms and the voting. I will be adding the winners to my Instagram afterwards every time, because I realized I do have time for that. I wasn't too sure if I would, but I decided I do have time, I'll make the time. Mostly because I got ahead in one of my assessments and I got it finished really quickly. Like, I finished it 6 days in advance, so I'm trying to get the next 2 done and dusted in advance as well. I've been really good with, like, splitting them up and doing sections each day and sticking to the sections, or even doing more than what I was supposed to do each day, because I find myself not so stressed now that I've done those things. So yeah, if you are interested, that is definitely somewhere where we're going to be hanging out over on Twitch. But don't worry, I still plan on posting videos on YouTube, and if you don't want Twitch, I'm pretty sure most of those builds will end up being YouTube videos, just with the like Twitch screens cut out of it, so that you don't have to look at my starting now and ending and all that sort of stuff. So I will just make it the build, if it's build related. If it's not build related, then I will do a build off cam. I don't really want my overlays and things like that on Twitch to be obvious, because I don't want to have them take up the screen, because I'm going to be sharing them to YouTube as well. YouTube was where I first started, and it's definitely something that I want to keep sharing. Like, this is the platform I started on, and I don't know, I just want to make sure that I'm sticking to the one that I wanted to start with, which is more so I can have fun and hang out with friends. This is more so I can share builds that I'm proud of. Not to say I've been proud of every build, but I'm planning on only sharing builds that I'm proud of, because that way it forces me to build things that I'm proud of, instead of just building for the sake of getting a video out. Because this is supposed to be a fun little hobby where I just share what makes me happy. And building in The Sims makes me happy. So, yeah. And I'm probably going to stick with my 2 videos a week schedule after this. I wasn't too sure at the start. A couple videos ago I was thinking about going back down to 1, and then I decided to wait till the end of this month to try and figure it out, and I think I'll stick with 2. But again, we've got to wait till the end of the month, because I'm flip-flopping back like a fish out of water, and I just want to be sure of what I'm doing. But I think once I get into CC, I'll be pretty happy to do whatever, because, well, it'll have CC and I'll be happy. So I can, see, my problem with CC is it makes my computer really slow, so I'm not too sure. That's something else I gotta think about. I'm thinking about upgrading my PC so that I can actually use CC, but not all the time. Anyway, long story short, I would love to use it and love to make sure I can just have fun with building and not be so stressed about it. Because, yeah, I definitely feel like I've been building for other people and not myself recently. And I enjoy building for myself. I enjoy doing fun little silly builds. Like, I miss the grungy little motel I did. I would definitely want to revisit it and make it way more wacky and weird and gross. And then I want to... some challenges I want to participate in, but I can't participate in them until I'm done this. And, you know, it's just... sometimes I bite off more than I can chew, and I really shouldn't. But regardless, I'm having lots of fun, and yeah, thank you for stopping by and watching this video if you've stuck around. If you absolutely did not because you hate my rambling, understandable. I don't really like rambling. And if you're gone by now, well, you're probably not listening to this bit. But to the people who are, I really do appreciate you. I mean, I still appreciate the people who don't even make it this far. If you can make it any part of the way through my video, I appreciate you, because I don't watch my own videos. I mute myself. I do watch them, but I mute myself because I cannot stand listening to my own voice, and listening to me ramble kind of makes me cringe a little, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And I hope you guys are enjoying the series, because I'm having so much fun with it. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.